Hello again. Welcome back to class number 149, almost 150, the sesquicentennial. Así, sesquicentennial is the 150th anniversary. Yes, sir. The sesquicentennial. In español, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it in Spanish. Sesquicentennial? I don't know. The sesquicentennial of our program, but not yet. This is class 149. By the way, yesterday, after this class, Marta and I went to the computer and we listened to Olegario with his drill. Drill. And I don't think it's going to distract you. Maybe if you go back and listen to yesterday's class with headphones, carefully, I think you can hear Olegario. But I don't think it's a distraction. So, Marta and I decided not to repeat yesterday's class. Fíjate, dos cosas en esta frase. Marta and I decided, tercera columna, decided. Ayer decidimos. Yesterday, Marta and I decided not to repeat. To be or not to be? That is the question. To repeat or not to repeat? El infinitivo is to be, to go, to have, to touch, to speak, to repeat. El negativo del infinitivo is not to go, not to repeat, not to speak. So to be or not to be, to repeat or not to repeat. Decidimos no repetir. We decided, Marta and I decided not to repeat yesterday's class. Fíjate una cosa más. La clase de ayer, con apóstrofe S. Yesterday's class. Today's class. La clase de hoy. Tomorrow's, apostrophe S. Tomorrow's class. Last week's classes. There were 5 classes last week. Yes, last week's classes. And there will be, contracción, there'll be, pero casi no lo recomiendo. There will be 5 classes next week. And there will be 5 classes the week after. And then there will be an additional 5 classes after that. Forever. Marta and I made the decision 2 or 3 days ago to continue until the end of time. Hasta el fin de los tiempos. Se dice en inglés, hasta el fin del tiempo. Lo decimos en singular. In Spanish, I think usually se hace hasta el fin de los tiempos. Como si hubieran varios tiempos. Hubiera. So, until the end of time. Yes, because this is the eternal problem, sempiterno problema del inglés, sempiterno, siempre eterno problema del inglés. So, vamos a eternizar este martirio, this martyrdom, poor student. I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it too. I enjoy teaching. I like coming here. Despite, a pesar de, despite, o in spite of, hay dos formas. Vamos con la forma más corriente. In spite of. I enjoy coming here. In spite of the makeup, in spite of the lights, in spite of the relatively small room, in spite of Marta. But I enjoy coming here and teaching English. In spite of the fact that it's difficult for you to improve, we are going to accomplish. Lograr, conseguir. We're going to accomplish incredible things together, you and me. We're accomplices in this. Somos cómplices. We are accomplices in this, you and me. And we are going to accomplish, or we are going to achieve incredible things together. But you need to be patient. You need to be patient and go point by point, slowly but surely, consolidating every step along the way, a lo largo del camino, along the way. All right. Followed. If you follow me every day, we'll reach the promised land. To reach is alcanzar. También se usa muchas veces como llegar a. Llegaremos a la tierra prometida. The promised land. If you follow me. If you don't follow me, I'll reach the promised land with other people, but not with you. Yes. I mean, with Nancy Johnson, with Pierre Monet, we'll all reach the promised land with you or without you. It's your decision. And it's your attitude. Actitud con C en inglés. No tiene C. Son doble T y luego una T después. Attitude. Todo T. Hay tres T's en attitude. 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 Y con las actitudes con C adecuadas, uno se hace con las aptitudes con P adecuadas. Pero sin la actitud con C, poca aptitud puedes desarrollar. So you need a good attitude, a positive attitude. The willingness, disposición to work, and the patience, la paciencia, the patience to go point by point, consolidating, slowly but surely. Lo he dicho mil veces, slowly but surely. Followed. Did you follow me yesterday? Yes, I followed you. I followed him. I followed her. I followed them. Les seguí. I followed them. I followed you. Te seguí ayer. I followed you. Due to. Debido a, due. Followed you. Due. De nuevo la D última. Bueno, la única D en esta palabra. Al final se enlaza con you. I followed you. I followed you. I followed you yesterday. Gained. To gain. There are three verbs in English. There are three verbs in English for ganar. To win. Me ha tocado la lotería. I won. Gané un partido de tenis contra Nadal ayer. I won a tennis match yesterday against Rafa Nadal. Yeah. He let me win. Me dejó ganar. He let me win. Fíjate que no he dicho he let me to win, eh? Ojo. He let me win. He let me win. But I won. Okay, eso es ganar. But to earn is ganar dinero, ganar cualquier cosa con mucho esfuerzo a lo largo de X tiempo. Es to earn. Vas adquiriendo, devengando, boom, you earn. Y por último, to gain. To gain is adquirir, bueno, por ejemplo, ganar peso. To gain weight. The British often say to put on weight. To gain weight. To gain points. Has ganado puntos conmigo. You have gained. No es que te haya tocado por lotería, eh? No. To win, no. To gain. To gain también es con esfuerzo. To gain. All right, so, and what happened? ¿Qué pasó ayer? What happened? Happened. La lista es larga. Es la lista más larga. Con D dura al final. Agreed, allowed, gained, followed, covered, cried, died. Yes, died. When did Augustus Caesar die? He died in, I think, comprobad estas cosas, in the dictionary, in the encyclopedia. I think Augustus Caesar, Octavian, he died in 1480. 14 years after Christ. 14 AD. 14 AD. All right, Marta's checking. 13 or 14? 13 or 14? Which one, Marta? 14? She's going to check. She's going to check. All right. Augustus, César Augusta. Caesar Augustus. Augustus Caesar. Como la ciudad de Zaragoza. Viene de César Augusta. Zaragoza. All right. It's a deformation of Caesar Augustus. Zaragoza. Yeah. He died in 1414. All right. Marta's sitting over there now. Marta has decided to sit down. Marta decided last week, decidió. Marta decided. Decide? decided. Marta decided to sit down during the programs. And now when I look at Marta, I need to turn my head over there. And she's filing her nails. ¿Te lo puedes creer? She's over there, she's filing her nails. Yeah. Because this is 25 minutes. This class is 25 minutes. And Marta takes advantage of the time to sometimes, aprovecha el tiempo, los 25 minutos. She takes, third person singular, estoy en el presente ahora. She takes advantage of the time to file her nails. Yesterday, she took advantage of the time to file her nails. She filed first, I remember yesterday, first she filed, esta lista también, pero no viene aquí file, que también es, no solo es limar, es archivar, to file. First she filed the nails on her left hand, and then she filed the nails on her right hand. But yesterday, during the class, she filed her nails on both hands using a nail file, not a pencil. I mean, it doesn't work. If you use a pencil, it doesn't work. You can try it, but it doesn't work. You see? These pencils adopt a lot of different metamorphosis of pencils. All right. Sometimes the pencil is a plane, sometimes it's a candle, sometimes it's a nail file. Sometimes these pencils can acquire many different possibilities. All right. What happened? ¿Qué pasó? What happened? Aquí no hay verbo auxiliar. Porque happened, porque what es el sujeto? El sujeto de la frase es what. O realmente no hay un sujeto. Si no hay un sujeto, no hay verbo auxiliar. Porque no hay sujeto a quien auxiliar, prestar auxilio. What happened? ¿Quién vino? Who came? What happened? ¿Qué pasó? Nothing happened. Come on. Nothing happened? No, nothing happened. Come on, Richard. Something happened. I know something happened. What? No, I promise. I promise. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I don't believe it. I'm sure something happened. What happened? I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll tell you tomorrow. Listen. Listen to the music of the falling rain. Aquí pone listen to. Apenas, uy, me salta uno. Luego vuelvo. Listen. Claro, listen siempre tiene to. Son primos hermanos. Enganchados por la cintura. ¿Ah? Listen. Listen to, 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 listen to. Listen to me, listen to him, listen to the music, listen to the birds, listen to Olegario. Listen to the drill, listen to the drill. Listen to, listen to, listen to, listen to. La única vez que no se dice listen to es cuando dice escucha, escucha. En ese caso, listen. Pero en cuanto haya complemento, a Olegario, al taladro, a Marta, listen to, listen to, listen to. Listen to me. Y el pasado listened. Listened. Yes, in the last class, we listened to Olegario. Listened to Olegario. Es difícil decirlo, eh? Listened to. I listened to a lot of music last year. It's difficult for me, too. Last year, it's funny, eh? When there's a phonetic difficulty for native people, we intone the word a bit differently. I listen to music every day. I listen to music every day. I listened to music yesterday. A computer sensitive can capture the difference in the voice inflection, and a native ear captures. I listen to music. I listen to music. I listen to, yeah. What did you do yesterday? I listened to music. So don't worry. In the specific case of listened, my recommendation is don't try to say the D. Just say, yesterday I listened to music. And probably a native person will not even realize that you're not saying it in past tense. Joined. When did you join this class? Many people started this class at the beginning, in class number 1, on television. But most of the people who are following me now, are you following me? Do you have the books? If you don't have the books, get them. If you want them, here they are. Come and get them. All right, and buy them. They're not expensive. How much do they cost? They cost 49 euros. But these books are for you, for your children, for your grandchildren, for your great-grandchildren, because English doesn't change. There isn't an expiration date. Miras atrás y no dice, fecha de caducidad. Consuma antes de septiembre del 2024. No, no, no. Los verbos irregulares no caducan, ni los regulares. All right, they don't. And so this program is good for you, it's good for your children, it's good for your grandchildren, and for your great-grandchildren, and for posterity. Okay, so, joined. When did you join this class? Let's see, well, I joined this class at the beginning. Did you join the class at the beginning? Joined. Join es unirse a. Pero también es ingresar en cualquier cuerpo, cualquier organismo, to join. Ingresar en una compañía por vez primera. To join the company. Yes, to join the company. Marta joined this company. How long ago? Marta, well, wow, 10 years ago. Time flies. Como si el tiempo vuela. Time flies. Dos palabritas. Time flies. Yes, time flies. 10 years. You joined this company 10 years ago. She joined this company. She joined this company 10 years ago. Wow. Move, to move. All right. Pink pencil, yellow pencil, and blue pencil. I'm holding 3 pencils. I'm holding 1 pencil in my right hand and 2 pencils in my left. Now, this pencil, the blue pencil is next to the cup. The yellow pencil is next to the microphone. And the pink pencil is in the middle of the table. All right. I'm going to move them. Okay, now, watch. First, I'm going to move the pink pencil. I'm going to move it from the middle of the table to the edge of the table. And I'm going to move the blue pencil from the cup to the microphone. And now I'm going to move, no, I haven't moved it yet, but I'm going to move the yellow pencil to the cup. Now I'm moving it. All right. Okay, good. Question. Which pencil did I move first? You moved. You moved the pink pencil first. Good. Where did I move it? You moved it, pero enlacemos. You moved it from the middle of the table to the edge. Edge escrito, to the edge of the table. And what was the second pencil? Which pencil did I move after that? Well, and then, let's see, after the pink pencil. Then you moved the blue pencil. Yeah. And then you moved the blue. Yes, where did I move it? You moved it from the cup to the microphone. And then, which pencil did I move? Well, and then you moved the yellow one. Very good. Where did I move it? You moved it from the microphone to the cup. Very good. You have a good memory, eh? To move. Move is, en este caso, mover o trasladar o desplazar is to move, pero move también es un traslado de casa o una mudanza. Las compañías de mudanza are moving companies. Yeah. They move your furniture from your old house to your new house, and you move. How many times have I moved in my life? My God. I moved when I was 2 years old. My family moved from Houston to Queens in New York City. Donald Trump is from Queens. Yeah. When I was 2. When I was 3, my family moved back to Houston from New York. My father spent 10 months in New York on a training course. So that's a lot of training. Eh? And then we lived on Greenwich Street for 1 year. And then we moved to Cloverdale Street. We lived on Cloverdale Street for 4 years. And then we moved to Oklahoma. And we lived in a motel for 1 month. And then we moved to New Haven Street. We lived on New Haven Street. Enlacemos. We lived on. Este enlace fonético, claro, os cuesta. Así hablamos nativos y eso facilita la fonética, incluso para nativos. We lived on New Haven Street for 2 years, and then we moved to Irvington Street. And I lived on Irvington Street for 5 years. No, for 7 years. And then I moved to Dallas to go to the university. I moved to Dallas. And I lived in Dallas for 2 years. And then I moved to Madrid. I moved here in 1972. I came here as a student. Fíjate, vine aquí como estudiante. I came here so en inglés, como un estudiante decimos. I came here as a student. And first I lived on Rosales Street. And then I moved to Barrio La Estrella. And then I moved back to Texas. But I didn't move to Dallas. I moved to Austin, the capital. Se escribe Austin, se pronuncia Austin. De hecho, curiosamente, para la Boston, aquí se dice Boston, Massachusetts, Boston, Austin. Sin embargo, en inglés americano, Boston, Austin. Suenan igual. All right. I moved to Austin and finished my university studies, and then I moved back to Madrid. To live. I have lived in many places. I lived in Houston. I lived in New York. I lived on New Haven Street. I lived on Wasatch Street. I lived in New York. I lived in Houston. I lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I lived in Dallas, Texas. I lived in Austin, Texas. I lived in Almonacid de Zurita, in Alcarria. I lived in the province of Guadalajara for 1 year. I lived in the province of Guadalajara, Almonacid, Zorita Los Canes, in esa zona. I lived in very near Pastrana. I lived in Guadalajara. I lived in Guadalajara for 1 year. And then I moved back to Madrid. I lived. We continue. Se mudó, offered. I offered you these books a few minutes ago. I offered you the books yesterday. I offered you the books the day before yesterday. Te ofrecí. Que te unieras. I offered you to join the class. I offered you to join this class formally with the books. I offered you, ¿cómo se dice otra vez? Debido a, due. Ofrecer, debido. Offer, due. Así es la pronunciación de offered you. I offered you the opportunity to join this class buying the books. Some people accepted the offer. Tercera columna, accept. Every day I accept. Yesterday I accepted. Some people last week accepted the offer. Others didn't. Last month, I offered you the same opportunity, and some people accepted the opportunity, and other people didn't, which is okay. You don't need the books to improve your English with this course, but the books help. They help. All right, help. So I offered, owned. To own, es que se usa, to own, diccionario dice poseer, tener en propiedad, de acuerdo. Pero se usa mucho en inglés. Mucho más que poseer o tener en propiedad se usa en castellano. De hecho, tuve una casa, cuando estuve en Dallas, tuve una casa. When I was in Dallas, I owned a house. Owned. I own a business. Tengo un negocio. I own a business. I'm the owner. Yeah. I own this business. I owned this business many years ago. I started the business in 1977, 43 years ago. So during the 80s, I owned a business, this one. During the 90s, I owned a business, this one. And during the last 10 years, I owned this business as well. I'm tired. I'll be back tomorrow.